Good day to you. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to this metal detecting program. Today we're in Holcomb Valley, and we just thought we'd come out, enjoy the weather, see what things can turn up, as you do never know. And we're near Ross Grave, and we'll have a little more on that in just a bit. So let's get to it, and we'll turn the camera back on when we find something interesting. What do you got?
Nothing. I'm just rolling up my sexy legs.
You didn't even put your shoes on, your boots on.
No, I threw them away.
Why?
Because I developed big old blisters on my toes from wearing them.
Well, here we are. Here lies Ross. You know, Ross was the kind of guy that would give you the shirt off his back. I don't know. But this is what I found out about Ross's grave.
Ross Grave stands as a historical gravesite, whispering tales of frontier life, gold rushes, and the individuals who sought their fortune or met their fate. Little is known of the man, yet like countless others drawn by the promise of opportunity, he turned his gaze westward. Driven by the same yearning for a fresh start and a better future, he ventured into the untamed lands, a blank canvas upon which he hoped to paint a new life. We know Ross was a gold placer miner who lived in Holcomb Valley during the mid to late 1800s. Some say he is remembered for organizing the miners and setting boundary stones, claim markers, and that he died accidentally while cutting down a tree. Buried on the same spot where he died, people thought enough of him to outline his grave with a white picket fence. However, idiot humans with zero class and zero intelligence vandalized the grave. No one knows whether he would have given the shirt off his back to help someone in need. But then again, who would have taken the time to bury the guy and mark his grave if he were a real creep? Here's to you, Ross.
Well, as per usual, I'm not finding much of anything out here, so at least no coinage or anything like that. I'm finding copper or lead shards from rounds fired, and they shear off, and they get that. I'm finding that, and it sounds good. Reads up like around a nickel. So, yeah. Anyway, we got plenty of valley to explore, and we're going to do just that. So we're going to move on down the road here and see if we can't get lucky onto something.
Yeah, no.
Full tab.
Full tab.
They sound like nickels. So I'm walking to the Metzger mine, I believe. I hope. And it's just a little ways over here, and brought a flashlight with me because I want to go in there and see what it looks like. So here's a tree that appears to be struck by lightning at some point. This is burnt. So here we are, getting close to the mine entrance. I just wanted to show you. Over here is the rock tailings that was dumped out here after working the mine that we're about to see. I just wanted to show you.
Nestled within the rugged landscape of Holcomb Valley, the 1860s bore witness to a flurry of mining activity as prospectors flocked to the region in pursuit of fortune.
There we go.
Among the numerous operations that dotted the valley, the Metzger mine stands as a testament to the era's relentless pursuit of gold.
So this mine gets a little tight here. There's a little tight opening, and I have to rub myself down with Crisco so that I can squeeze through this hole. But I'm going to do that because this
particular mine focused its efforts on extracting precious metals from a quartz vein.
So you can see where the miners there, they just cut right into this rock on this hillside. Obviously there's a vein structure here. I'm not a geologist, but let's go see if we can't check it out and maybe figure out what this thing was all about. Okay, so it's a tight opening, and I had to rub my sides down with butter so that I can squeeze through these holes here. So, all right, let's go take a look. Okay. I'm having to pretty much, duck my head, and it's not very tall.
The Metzger mine remains inactive today with no information available on any future reopening plans. Remnants of the Metzger mine show the difficulty of hard rock mining. After the placer sites were all staked, prospectors looked elsewhere for treasure and found gold-bearing quartz veins in the hills. They started digging, and, well, the rest is history. I couldn't even stand up in the Metzger, and crawling through the horizontal passage was just backbreaking. So, yeah, this was something that I just wanted to briefly go in and just give a little history update is all.
So into the entrance of this cave, I don't know how well you can see it. There's some brown staining there. I'm assuming that's some sort of an iron deposit or vein, and it goes straight down through here and into this opening, which is, I believe, why they came here and decided to tunnel through this to see if they couldn't find something further in. Well, there you have it, folks. That's the Metzger mine. All right, let's go explore further in and try and find something else. There's the mine, and I'm standing on the tailings pile here from that mine, and it's just a big mound. So we've moved on down the road, and we're now in a remote area of Holcomb Valley. And I decided to run my Nocta Legend in all metal mode in pulse, and everything's opened up for me here, and not finding much of anything. But this area is it's a historic area, supposedly. At least we're trying to find evidence of such a thing. I think we're in an area called Union Flat.
Union Flat. For sake of time and not wanting to get too involved with this story, as there are many layers to it, I will simply state that there is evidence and historical document that during the time of the Southern California Gold Rush in the 1860s, the American Civil War was getting close to kicking off. When gold was discovered here in California, you had people from all over the country coming out here in search of gold. Many were also sympathetic to the Southern Platte and Cowles. The history goes deep into this subject, and again, I don't know if I'd be able to unravel its many layers without many viewers getting bored. But there was a company or a platoon of Union soldiers in the area, thus the name Union Flat. I don't know if they were here for the entire duration of the Civil War, but they were indeed here, keeping an eye on the Southern miners who had come into the valley during the early part of the 1860s. There have indeed been artifacts recovered over the years. In fact, I'm hesitant to even say that Becky did find something on this trip, and I don't really want to show because I would be implicating that situation. So it's amazing. The history out here is so rich and so deep that just understand that there's a lot of history out here that goes back to that era and that time.
We're just looking around. I'm finding nothing but just actual bullet fragments, bullets themselves. So lead, some copper jacketed stuff. Got some older 22s, but yeah, I mean that's all I'm finding right now. Yeah, and very little trash. So there's not a whole lot of newer cans or anything like that, or even pull tabs for that matter. So that's kind of nice. So it's just making me pretty much dig everything I find. So let's keep going, and we'll see what Becky's up to here in just a minute. Here's an example of what I'm digging. This is a big bullet, big caliber, 40, 45 maybe. And yeah, so that's all I'm really finding out here at the moment. But I don't know, let's go check in on Becky and see what she's got going on. Maybe she's found another meteorite.
I don't think.
So Becky here looks like she's found an older bottle. I don't think it's that old, but it's definitely not a current type of bottle. But we'll
There's numbers on it and stuff.
yeah,
I'll
we'll take some
research it.
pictures and we'll do some research. But okay, cool.
Yeah. Really?
Now I don't know if you can see this in the camera, but there's a divot here, and this would be from the old timers, and they were doing their placer mining or placer mining, however you wish to utilize the Queen's English. But this is what this is, and there's divots just like this all throughout the valley in certain areas. And this of course, this type of mining was done by digging straight down until you basically hit black sand and bedrock, and then you get all that stuff and pan it or run it through a sluice and extract your gold. But yeah, it's all over. And just got a memorial penny, and these are really hard to come by right now. Just haven't been getting anything, so I'll take it. It's a really nice area, and we're heading actually over to, I think this is rock mining. It's someone's claim, so we're gonna go ahead and jump it and show you around. Well, Becky had a target here, and it just disappeared on her. So it's slim pickings today. There's not much out here, and well, even pennies we're just going crazy over looking for, because there's just nothing out here besides bullets and pool tops. So I didn't have the camera on, but I just extracted an old shotgun shell, and it's an older one because it doesn't have plastic around it. It's got almost an aluminum siding to it, to the cartridge. So there's some details on it. It's a 12 gauge Winchester, and yeah, if it turns out to be anything of interest, I'll let you know. That's cool. Well, that's going to do it for us here at Bear Valley Treasure Seekers. Thanks for watching. Didn't find a whole lot, just some ordinary junk. Bullets, fired bullets, a lot of them, and a few coins here and there, but it was a good day. It's a little warm, but in the shade it's really nice. So yeah, so anyway, we're gonna get out of here. Thanks for watching. Join us again next time when we do this all over again. Remember this, it's in the dirt.